It's got Assassin's Creed codename Red gets an official title. That's right. Tom Ivan over at VGC. The title, previously referred to as Assassin's Creed codename Red, is now called Assassin's Creed Shadows. Dude, this is music to my ears. Let's go. The cinematic trailer for the game, which is set in feudal Japan, will premiere tomorrow at noon. We are going to be checking this one out, Scott. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for this one. Ubisoft recently confirmed that the game will be released during its current fiscal year, ending in March 2025. It announced that the project in September 2022, when it revealed the future roadmap for the Assassin's Creed franchise, which include codename Red as one of 6 upcoming series entries. That part makes me a little nervous. Red, which is being made by Odyssey developer Ubisoft Quebec and has the same creative director, will begin what Ubisoft is calling Period 3 in the Assassin's Creed series, which has sold over 200 million copies since its launch in 2007, according to the publisher. Quote, we'll announce the dates a bit later on, but we wanted to market change technology and gameplay wise, as we're moving to a fully next gen or current gen, I guess you would call it, with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. End quote. Series boss Mark Alexis Cote told VGC in an interview. Scott, there he goes again, buddy. All next gen, current gen, whatever you want to call the PS5 and the Xbox Series X generation. Say goodbye to the PS4 and the Xbox One.
It's funny how nobody still knows what to call it.
That's right.
That's the current gen to me. These are the developers themselves saying, well, is it?
Yeah. Well, he continued on, quote, one of the big things that we are pushing is to have a more dynamic world, a world that evolves around you, and we want everything that you have on yourself to evolve as you walk through this environment, to show the wear and tear, and to improve the fidelity of the experiences that we are building, pushing our animation system further to make the game feel more realistic than ever. End quote. Dude, I am pumped. I'm so excited. Let's go. Later, he added, quote, Red will be supported for many years with expansions, with growth, with a bunch of things that I will not reveal. End quote. Gee, thanks. The French publisher will hold its annual Ubisoft Forward event on June 10th for the second year in a row. The showcase will take place in LA over in the World of Summer Game Fest, Scott, which will be a busy time, without a doubt. Here's some other breaking news, Scott. Following the news, it was reported that the official description for the trailer on various Ubisoft channels listed the game's release date as November 15th, 2024, before it was edited to remove the information. Ubisoft, congratulations as you continue to leak your own stuff. Unbelievable. Oh, man.
Yeah, as is tradition, Ubisoft has now accidentally let slip the release date.
Oh my goodness, man, I tell you. The Assassin's Creed Shadows Season Pass will reportedly cost $40 and will include 2 expansions individually priced at $25, plus in-game currency, which we all know is called the Helix. It is just back. That is their in-game currency. The Season Pass will also grant holders access to a quest line called Origami Killer. The game's Ultimate Edition will give owners 5 skill points, and there's a pre-order bonus called Thrown to the Dogs, it's claimed. If accurate, many of these details could be confirmed when the Ubisoft releases just tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow, dude, we get a lot more. Apparently, the trailer is going to be about 3 minutes and 49 seconds. According...
Oh.
Yeah.
You remember the trailers from the first few games and how exciting they were?
Yep.
I'm really expecting that to capture the same kind of wonder, the same kind of awe. And the title being Shadow is really a good indication that I'm going to like this game because the stealth emphasis is right there on the name.
I like the idea too. And I know some of us are like, oh man, more Assassin's Creed. Personally, I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan. And if we get back into stealth, I love Mirage. I thought Mirage was absolutely fantastic. Couldn't get enough of it to the point where I 100% of that game. Something I very rarely do, Scott. Something I very rarely do, right? So to get into that, and now we're getting into here, and then they switch the name from Red to Shadows. Oh, buddy, like they're pulling on my heartstrings here with the stealth mechanic of coming back around. and really emphasizing on the shadows, I can hide it. Dude, we wanted that old school Tenchu feel. I think we might just get it after all, right? I think that's the biggest thing. We'll know a lot more tomorrow, and once we watch this 3 minutes and 49 seconds trailer, we'll break it down too. I'm looking forward to getting in, diving deep, seeing how much do we see between the, because there's 2 protagonists, right? From what I understand, isn't there?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I saw anything speaking about the characters, though.
Yeah, so I'm
You think
hoping,
that's what the trailer maybe will show off? Show a little bit more of the 2 characters and the dynamic between that. Get a little bit of a feel as to who the bad guy is, maybe.
yeah, and show us the gameplay. Show us some of these animations that are so smooth and realistic looking, all that kind of stuff. I want to see, where are you pushing? If we're only on the current gen now, we're leaving last gen behind. How much further are you pushing this then? When we get into PS5, when we get into the Xbox Series X, right? How much further is this going to take what we played with Mirage and then take that to the next level? Because now
How
we're
big?
Well, it's gonna be, dude. It's good. This is going to be big. Like, think of it. See, this is the same team that brought us Odyssey.
Odyssey was
man,
very, very large from my memory. It was a long time ago now, but
yeah, it was huge, right? Odyssey was absolutely huge. So I'm expecting somewhere in around Odyssey to be a bit smaller though than Odyssey, but bigger than Mirage. Obviously, Mirage was a nice little, quiet area for itself, contained, where you come off of Valhalla, which felt just as big almost as Odyssey, right? So when we start getting into the grand scheme of things, how big is this going to be? And if they plan on supporting it for years to come, what does that mean? Because aren't we supposed to get Hexy next year as well?
yeah, are they breaking off certain splinters of the group to keep up with the support? That's an interesting question, because I hadn't considered the super extensive support that Valhalla had experienced.
Dude, it had 2 years of expansions and stuff, right? So how much further, and how far do they fall down the mythology of the feudal Japan side of it too, right? We've seen them kind of get, when you get into Valhalla, dude, there's some stuff where you go like, wow, really? This is where we're going? Okay, cool. But if they can push it too with Red, or now called Shadows, Assassin's Creed Shadows, man, I'll be going for a long time, Scott. I'm just kind of happy about it, man. Like, let's see, do they have any co-op yet? Do we get any co-op features?
Oh, that would be a huge deal if that were announced in the trailer tomorrow. I also feel like Ubisoft would have let that slip out through some unofficial channels. So.
Yeah, probably to catch wind by something, and somebody would tell us, right? And yeah, well, man, they did release their own announcement for the date. And, yeah, but I don't know. Either way, I'm excited. Report back. We'll have a lot more to talk about when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows over on ITGTV.com.